Hey, it's Junkman from NAMM 2014 in Anaheim, California, and I'm here at the Bohemian Guitars booth here, and I'm with Sean and with Brandon, and they're from Bohemian Guitars. Dude, nice work.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah.
Interesting concept about your guitars. I don't know whether you can get a long shot of these things or not, but they're made out of different kinds of like old oil cans and a syrup can and a few other things like that. How did you guys start this particular concept?
So my brother and I are from South Africa, and in the very poor areas, they're very resourceful, and they upcycle everything, whether it's to build a guitar or to build their house. So on a trip back one year to visit family, we saw, instruments and guitars that had been made from, recycled products, and the oil can was fairly common. So we kind of borrowed on our South African roots and expanded on it and turned it into something a little bit more. And here we are at NAMM.
Well, they call me Junkman, man. It's just you guys are actually really doing it. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us a little bit about the guitars. What's it take to like construct a full guitar around like? Is that a gas can right here?
Yeah, that's a gas can. So the majority of the parts on the guitars are upcycled as well. Take an old Squire or something that's been tossed aside, and take the neck or take the pickups and repair them, and then throw them into the can. So there's quite a bit of prep work, making the neck work for the oil can and making sure everything's grounded properly because the metal body. And it's pretty intricate, but we've got it down to a science, and we've got some really cool instruments.
Not to mention that everything's outside of the can anyway,
Yeah.
You don't want any leftover oil or anything like that.
Oh yeah, some of these cans we get in are so dirty that you just kind of have to toss them away because you just can't clean them. Yeah.
What's been like the oldest piece that you've used for an instrument?
Gosh.
Well, there's no really expiration dates or anything like that. I'm sure there's not dates on it, but something that you saw that just looked so decrepit, you said, I got to make a guitar out of that.
Yeah, it would probably a Castrol can. I did some research on it. It was like from Australia, from like the 30s or something. It was totally beat up, but it had so much character. And just off the top of my head, that was probably the oldest one we've made. Yeah.
It's interesting. Now you're going to stick with strictly guitars? You're going to go, bring basses, or you're going to do violins, anything like that?
Absolutely. So we do make a bass, we do a mandolin, and we do a ukulele. More on like a custom order basis. Someone says, hey, can you make a bass? Yeah. Well, we make one, absolutely. And we've done mandolins, but the guitar is the main one. I think my favorite's the mandolin. I'm ready to start really knocking out some mandolins.
What kind of can is that made out of?
Yeah, also oil cans.
Really, an oil can?
And then we'll throw in like an old vintage lunchbox. Cool. Those metal tin lunchboxes. We'll throw those in from time to time.
Get your Partridge Family lunchbox out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Those things are worth a lot of money as it is, so I don't know about a lot of people discarding those old the metal lunchbox.
Yeah, a lot of the really popular ones are hard to come by, and even people collect these cans. We get the occasional person come by who's like, "Whoa, why are you cutting up those cans? I collect them." So, but yeah, we're
making good use of it. You make a lot of joyful noise with these things, and so this is great. So this is your first NAMM?
This is our first NAMM, yeah.
Tell us about anything, any observations that you've seen that you didn't think was even possible.
Well, the sheer size of it. I mean, oh my gosh, it's like pretty overwhelming. Walking through all the booths, but so far it's been great. A lot of good reception, a lot of interest in the instruments. People love how they sound, love playing them, so we couldn't have asked for more.
Tell people about a website that they can go visit Bohemian Guitars.
Yeah, so our website's bohemianguitars.com, and then we're on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Bohemian Guitars. And, yeah.
Base of operations is?
We're in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, yes.
Do you have an absolute favorite of all of them, or are they all, kind of like God's children?
Every time I make one, I'm like, do I have to sell this one? But currently...
Can't get emotionally attached.
You can't. Currently, this one's the favorite. Yeah, we've got this one out front because it just came out so beautifully, yeah.
Brandon, give it a whirl. Let our people hear it a little bit. right, Bohemian Guitars. BohemianGuitars.com, correct?
Yes, yes.
BohemianGuitars.com. It's Junkman at Bohemian Guitars over here at NAMM 2014 for VintageRock.com. So, gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you very much. Great to meet you. Thank you.